Okay, let's talk some compound measures. Compound measures. What exactly is a compound measure? Well, have you ever heard of a compound word? Two or more words put together to make a new word? That's what a compound measure is now. We're taking two or more units of measurement and we're going to combine them to one unit of measurement. All right, we can take a compound measure and we can take larger to smaller, or we can take them smaller to larger. But again, the word compound simply means there's more than one thing in there. Get to science, a compound mixture is two or more things put together. A compound words, two or more words put together. So a compound measure, two or more measurements put together. So we can have 1 pound, 3 ounces. This is 2 units of measurements. We have a pound and we have an ounce. We can take 1 pound, 3 ounces, and we can go to the smaller unit. 1 pound has 16 ounces. I already have this 3 ounces, so 16 plus 3 gives me 19 ounces. That's the smaller unit. If I want to go to the larger unit, I have 1 pound. 3 ounces is equal to 3/16 of a pound. And I put this together, I have 1 3/16 pound. So we're going to take some compound measures. We're going to add them. We're going to subtract them. We're even going to multiply some compound measures. But first, let's practice just like we did the 1 pound, 3 ounces. And we went to the smaller and to the larger. Let's practice with that first. All right, so we start out with 5 pounds, 4 ounces. Let's go to the smaller unit first. Well, is pounds or ounces smaller? Ounces are smaller. All right, so we know this is going to be plus 4 ounces. Now, pounds to ounces is large to small. So what do we do when we go large to small? Do we remember that rule? When we go large to small, we have to multiply. So how many ounces are in a pound? 16. So now we need to do 5 times 16. That gives me 30. Gives me 80. So this is 80 ounces plus my 4 ounces gives me 84 ounces. What if I want to go to the larger unit? Well, pounds is larger. So we're going to say 5 pounds. 4 ounces is 4 out of the 16 pounds, but 4/16 can be reduced by 4. That gives me 1/4. So here is 5 1/4 pound. It goes to the larger unit. All right, let's do another one. Let's do 2 feet and 4 inches. Which is the smaller? We're going to the smaller first. Inches is smaller, so let's leave 4 inches. Let's change feet to inches. So multiply by 12. This is going to give you 24 inches plus 4 inches gives you 28 inches. Now, let's go to the larger unit, which is feet. So feet's going to stay 2 feet. 4 inches is 4 out of 12 inches. This will be reduced to 1/3. So it gives me 2 1/3 feet. All right, let's practice one more. Same way again, remembering rules, large to small, multiply. Remember doing that with converting measurements. All right, and we went small to large, we divide. Let's do that again. Large to small, we multiply. Small to large, we divide. All right, and our last one, let's practice 3 hours, 10 minutes. Let's go to the smaller unit first. So hours or minutes, which one's smaller? Minutes. All right, so let's leave 10 minutes here. Hours to minutes is large to small. How many minutes are in an hour? Very good. There's 60. We can multiply by that power of 0 here. 0 and then 18. This gives me 180 minutes plus the 10 minutes. Gives me 190 minutes. All right, let's go to the larger unit. Let's go to the hours. So 3 hours. 10 minutes is 10 out of 60, which reduces to 1/6. And so I have 3 1/6 hour. All right, now that we've warmed up and remembered our rules, large to small, small to large, and knowing what a compound measure is, 2 different measurements, and putting them either to the smaller unit or to the larger unit, now we're going to add, subtract, and multiply some. Okay, so we have some problems up here. We have some compound measures, and we're going to add them together. So 7 feet 8 inches, 3 feet 10 inches, 6 feet 9 inches. First, we're going to add our inches together. So we have 18 plus 9. If you have 18 plus 9, what do you have? Good question, right? 18 plus 9 gives you 27. That's right. All right, now add 7, 3, and 6. That's 10. That's 6. That gives you 16 feet. Now, we have to look at this. We have 16 feet, 27 inches. We have to ask ourselves, though, how many inches make a foot? 12. Well, there's more than 12 inches here. That means I have more than a foot here. Well, 1 foot's 12 inches. 2 foot would be 24. 3 would be 36. But we know we have at least enough for 2. So that's going to be 24 inches. This 24 inches is equal to plus 2 feet. So now we have 27 minus the 24. That gives us 3 inches left. We added the 2 feet over here. So now, adding them together, you would have 18 feet and 3 inches. All right, let's try hours and minutes. Minutes, minutes, minutes. So here you have 15, 50, and 55. So there's 55 plus 15. That gives you 10, 6, 7. This gives me 70 minutes. I have to add 2 plus 1 plus 2 gives you 5 hours. But can you simplify this minutes and add any hours? Well, how many minutes are in an hour? 60. So subtract the 60 minutes, add the hour over here. See, I'm subtracting the 60 minutes because I added the hour over here. So what will my final answer be? My final answer will be 6 hours and 10 minutes. Now that's adding compound measures. Let's do 2 subtractions. All right, 6 hours, 10 minutes, subtract 3 hours, 36 minutes. So we start with the subtraction of the minutes. Can you take 36 though from 10? No, because 36 is bigger than 10. So we have to come over here and make something equivalent to the 6 hours. Remember when we made something, say, equivalent to 9, and we said it was 8 and 9/9 or 7/9? We had 8 plus 1. All right, so to get 6, we need 5 hours plus the 60 minutes. That's equal to 6, right? 5 plus 1. So 60 now plus 10 gives me 70 minutes, because this would have been the plus 10 that was there. I just made that 1 a 7. So now I can take 36 from 70 though. So that goes to 10. This will be 4. It gives me 34 minutes left. And 5, and you subtract the 3 hours, you have 2 hours. So in subtraction, you still got to use that bar, or you might have to use that borrowing skills that you have. All right, so 6 hours, 10 minutes, minus 3 hours, 36 gives me 2 hours, 34 minutes. Let's try another one. 4 feet, 9 inches, subtract 2 feet, 10 inches. Mrs. French, you can't take 10 from 9. No, but we can borrow 4 feet. All right, so we got to make something equivalent to 4 feet. 3 plus 1. So 3 feet, 12 inches. inches. That equals 3 plus 1 equals 4. Now, what's 12 plus 9? So 12 plus 9 going to give you 21. So now 21 minus 10 gives you 11 inches. 3 minus 2, 1 foot. 1 foot, 11 inches. So we did 2 addition problems, 2 subtraction problems. So let's look at 2 multiplication problems. All right, 3 hours, 15 minutes, and let's multiply by 7. First thing I do is I take 7 times 15. 15 times 7, this is going to be 35. Gives me 105 minutes. Now I do 7 times 3, gives you 21 hours. Now, how many minutes are in an hour? 60. All right, so let's take an hour away in minutes, and let's add an hour here. So, 45 minutes and 22 hours. So it gives me 22 hours, 45 minutes. Let's try one more. Don't be afraid to ask questions when you're in class, and don't be afraid to go back and watch the the procedure again and ask yourself, what am I aiming for? What is step 1? Where do I start? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to end up? All right, we have 5 feet, 3 inches, and we're going to multiply that by 7. So 7 times 3, 21 inches. 7 times 5, 35 feet. How many inches make a foot? 12. So I know I have more than 12 here. I can add that foot over here. All right, it's going to be a borrowed. 11 minus 2 is 9 inches. This gives me 36 feet. So my final answer is 36 feet, 9 inches. I hope you're having a great day and that you're excited that school has started and that you're ready to learn something new every day. Please share with your friends. Please hit that bell, and so you hear that ding, 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 ding every morning for it's time to school. It's time for a math lesson at Teacher K French. God bless.